Today we are starting our electronics 2 chapter, that is for third semester students. Chapter 1, that is transistor audio power amplifier. In this chapter, first of all we will see the difference between voltage amplifier and the power amplifier. Till now in the last class you have uh, done your voltage amplifier. In the voltage amplifier, basically whenever any input signal is applied, so depending on the gain the output signal is amplified. So how much gain you have, suppose you have 10 gain and the input signal is 1 millivolt, so you were getting 10 millivolt output at the 10 millivolt signal at the output. So that was the function of voltage amplifier that you have read in your last class. So in this chapter we will be studying the power amplifiers. So in power amplifiers, basically the signals we deal, that is for high current values, suppose 1 amperes. In case of voltage amplifier, the current value is, the output current value is in the range of 1 milliampere, in the range of milliampere, and power amplifier it is in the range of amperes. So the purpose of power amplifier is to obtain maximum output power. So in this chapter we will be studying power amplifiers. So start from the starting, let the voltage amplifier, discuss about the voltage amplifier. In voltage amplifier, the current gain is more than 100 that we were using in the circuits. So that is, current gain is your beta. So in this type of voltage amplifier, the transistors we use that have thin base. So that is the case of voltage amplifier. Since current is in the range of milliampere, so the transistor base is very thin. So in these voltage amplifiers, the transistors that we were using, they were having very low input impedance, low input resistance compared to collector load resistance. Means the collector load resistance, the value is high and input resistance value is low in case of voltage amplifiers. Moreover, in case of voltage amplifiers, a high load resistance is used at the collectors. So voltage amplifier always, since the load resistance is high, so always load current is very low in range of 1 milliampere. So in case of power amplifier, the purpose of power amplifier is to deliver a large amount of power, right? And power amplifiers handles large amount of current. So the size of power transistor is always is made high compared to voltage amplifiers. Power amplifiers use power transistors. So since the current is high in the range of amperes, so heat is also generated in case of power amplifiers. So to dissipate the heat, or to make the effect of, or reduce the effect of heat, uh, heat sink is always provided in case of power amplifiers. Moreover, in case of power amplifiers, base is made always thinner, always made thicker. It is always thicker so that it can handle large current. So in case of power amplifier, the value of beta is not very small. It is in the range of 5 to 20. But in case of voltage amplifier, the value of beta was 100. So in case of power amplifier, it will give the maximum amount of power at the output when proper impedance matching will be there. So transformer coupling is used for impedance matching in case of power amplifier. So here we will discuss in this slide the difference between the voltage and power amplifier that we have already discussed. Here we have made some points. So in case of voltage amplifiers, transistors have very high value of beta, that is 100, and in case of power amplifiers, transistor beta value is 20 to 50. Current gain value is from 20 to 50. In case of voltage amplifier, load resistance is very high. It is in the range of 10 kilo ohm. In case of power amplifier, load is have very small value, so it is around 10 ohm to 20 ohm. In case of voltage amplifier, input voltage is very low. It is in the range of millivolt. But in case of power amplifier, input range is high in the range of volts. So in case of voltage amplifier, it has low power output and high voltage output. In case of power amplifier, it has high power output and low voltage output. In case of voltage amplifier, collector current has low value, it is around 100 milliampere, and in power amplifier, collector current is having very high value. In voltage amplifier, output impedance of the voltage amplifier has very high value, but in case of power amplifier, output impedance has very low value because load is very small, from 10 to 20. In case of voltage amplifier, RC coupling is used, but in case of power amplifier, transistor coupling is used for impedance matching. So this is the basic difference between voltage amplifier and the power amplifier. So here we will discuss the basic block diagram of power amplifier. In case of power amplifier, we use various stages of voltage amplifier also. Here you can see, we suppose how the power amplifier works. At the input, some non-electrical signals is pick up. So signal pickup transducer senses the signal. Suppose some sound signal is sensed by the microphone, right? It is having very low value, right? So first of all, it will pass through some voltage amplifier stages, and the voltage level of the signal will be amplified. And the last stage is your power amplifier. So it will be passed through the power amplifier, and then it will be given to the output transducer, where again it is, suppose a loudspeaker is there, that again converts that sound energy into electrical energy into sound energy. So we have this type of power amplifiers. In power amplifiers, voltage amplifiers are used at the initial stages, and power amplifier is used at the last stages. So that will make a complete system. So now we have audio power amplifiers. What are audio power amplifiers? It is a small signal power amplifier which is used to raise power level of audio frequency range. Suppose 20 to 20 kilohertz. So what is radio power amplifier? It is also called low signal power amplifiers, which increases the power level of signals in the radio frequency range, that is 20 kilohertz to some several megahertz. In the range 10 raised to power megahertz means 10 raised to power 6. So in this chapter we will be studying about power amplifiers. So power amplifiers are classified. Types of power amplifiers, we have primary class, that is according to frequency. Audio power amplifier and radio power amplifier, that we have discussed. Then we have power amplifiers according to mode of operation, class A, B, AB, class C and D power amplifiers. Then third type is based on the driving output. What type of output you have? Single-ended power amplifier, double tune power amplifier, push-pull power amplifier, complementary symmetry power amplifier, quasi-symmetry push-pull amplifier. So all these amplifiers are the different types of power amplifiers. So basically we are starting with the amplifier types. Depending upon the mode of operation. So power amplifier, we have class A amplifier. So class A amplifier, it conducts for full 360 degree of input cycle, and in case of class A amplifier, the quiescent point of the transistor, Q point of the transistor is set near the middle of the load line. The second type is class B amplifier. In this amplifier, it conducts through 180 degree of the input. The Q point is set at the cutoff point. And in class AB, it is a mixture of class A and B. This is a compromise between class A and class B amplifiers. These amplifier conducts in between 180 to 360 degree. It conducts for 180 degree, it conducts for 360 degree. So class AB conducts between 180 to 360 degree in between, and the Q point is located between the midpoint and the cutoff point. So it is midpoint, class A midpoint, and B is at cutoff. So it lies somewhere between midpoint and cutoff point. So the next type of amplifier is class C amplifier. This amplifier conducts less than 180 degree of the input cycle and the Q point is located below the cutoff level. Another type is class D, that is basically used for digital signal, that we will not discuss here in this chapter. So here we can see the power amplifier in class A. If the input signal is Vin, so output will be inverted like this, right? And the output will conduct for the whole cycle, full cycle 360 degree. In case of class B, if the input signal is like this, the output will be in the same phase of the input cycle, but it will conduct only for half cycle, right? In case of class C amplifier, if the input is this, the output will conduct only for less than 180 degree cycle. Here you can see, right? So this is the basic amplifier types of the power amplifier. So in the next lecture we will discuss about class A amplifiers.